Yo, YouTube, you know it is. It's your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel, and welcome to my very first ever song review video, because this is basically what we do as DJs. We play music at events, and songs that we hear, we should definitely do a review on. So the first song that we're going to review is Truly Madly Deeply. It's an older song released in the 90s. Released in 97, March 3rd, 97, that's when it was released. It's in the genre of pop. It's about 4 minutes, 37 seconds long, and that is a perfect length for a good fire song like that, Truly Madly Deeply. And it's by the Australian pop duo Savage Garden. And this song was actually picked by my cousin Cheyenne and also my future cousin-in-law James for their wedding on November 7th. And I'm so glad to hear this song because it reminds me so much of the boy bands that we had here in the US, like Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. They have that same similar vibe. I mean, it's got that kick to it. It's got that guitar. Oh man, it's so good. Being born in the 90s, I kind of appreciate songs like this after hearing it for the very first time this year, because I'm going to be playing it in November on the 7th for a wedding for my cousin and my future cousin-in-law. And I'm so glad they picked this song for the reception. I don't know what time I'll be playing the song, but it's a really great track. If you want a good, slower pop song to play at a wedding, I highly recommend Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden. It's really good. It's amazing. It's fire. It's that good. And it actually won an award back in '97. The ARIA Music Award for Single of the Year, highest selling single, and it was nominated for Song of the Year, and it was a really good song, and it actually reached #1 in Australia, Canada, and the US, and there's 2 music videos for this one song, one for its original Australian release and the other for the international market shot in Paris. In November 2019, which was about a couple of years ago, the song was added to the National Film and Sound Archives' selection of recordings. Wow, that's cool. The songs added to the list provide a snapshot of Australian life and have cultural, historical, aesthetic significance and relevance. That's pretty good. So it's a really good track. If you want to check it out, type in on YouTube Truly Madly Deeply, or I actually might leave it in the description down below so you can check it out. And it tells you about the background and composition, the critical reception, the music video, the chart performance, and all the different track listings for Australia and of course the US, which is North America. So there's there's Australia where there's a standard, limited edition. In the UK, it was a 2-disc set, and of course it was like a single in the UK as well. I don't know if it was like a single. Actually, I don't know if it was a CD single and a single. I don't know what it was here in the US back in the 90s. Truly Madly Deeply, and I'll Bet He Was Cool. And then in Europe, there was a 2-disc set of different remixes. You have different, mixes, like the Australian version, the regular version, the night radio mix. Same thing with the UK. They got the Australian version, the night radio mix. They actually got the regular version. It was great. But here in North America, I think we only got a CD single and a single for Truly Madly Deeply. It's a really good track. It's fire, you know, even being released in 97 when I was just 3 years old. I guess I was just too old. I was too young at the time to know some of this stuff, especially being 3 years old. I was mostly into the music made for kids back in the day, whatever that was. I mean, there's a lot of music I was into in 97, but that wasn't one of them. But I would love to have gotten into that song in 1997, on March 3rd, you know, when it first came out. It would have been awesome to hear it on the radio. I guess it would have played on a hit music station or something. But it's a really great track. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. See, it's got that nice drum kick that we all remember from the 90s, that iconic 90s drum kick. And also the guitar. I mean, it's a true 90s pop track. And it sounds very similar to what we would hear from the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. That type of vibe. Mostly the Backstreet Boys, when they have the song All I Have to Give and all those other tracks that were slow pop tracks. That's what this song reminds me of. And I kind of like it because it's got that 90s pop vibe that I remember hearing back in the day when I was little. So, yeah, that's just my very first ever song review. There'll be a lot more to come in the future. I think the next one is going to be Don Williams' I Believe in You, which is another great track. So I think my first set of song reviews are going to be songs that I liked from my cousin Cheyenne's wedding playlist. And wow, I was mind blown by this song, Truly Madly Deeply by Savage Garden. It's a great track. I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't already. So, I mean, if you are into 90s pop, then check out Savage Garden, Truly Madly Deeply. Especially if you're into boy bands like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. If you're into that kind of stuff, then try out and listen to Savage Garden's Truly Madly Deeply. It's a great track, so if you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Till next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment, out. Peace.